ਸੋ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਫਿਰ ਆਪ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ। ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ 15 ਨਵੰਬਰ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਸਿਟੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਚੋਣਾਵਾਂ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਮੀਦਵਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲਿਆ ਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਅੱਜ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਰਿਚਮੰਡ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਿ ਇਕੱਲੇ ਇੰਡੋ ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹਨ ਉਹ ਫੀਲਡ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਇਹ ਰਿਚਮੰਡ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਕੋਐਲੀਸ਼ਨ ਨਾਲ ਰਲ ਕੇ ਇੱਕ ਸੁਨਹਿਰਾ ਭਵਿੱਖ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਰਿਚਮੰਡ ਦੇ ਵਸਨੀਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸੈਲ ਭੁੱਲਰ ਨਾਲ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਜੀ।
Thank you for having me.
ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਪਿਛੋਕੜ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਜੀ, what have you done in the past?
Well, what I've done in the past is I was actually raised in South Vancouver. Or in 1984, I married Sal Bhullar, who was living in Richmond. So I moved to Richmond. We've had the privilege of raising our 3 children in Richmond on our cranberry farm. So having volunteered in all sorts of community centers and places of worship, it was time to step forward to serve the community at a higher level.
But overall, ਉੱਥੇ ਕਿਹੜੇ issues ਕਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ, challenges ਕਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕ ਫੇਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ?
They're typical issues that every other community would be faced with. A is the taxes that are ever increasing. Right now in Richmond, we've had a 17% increase in taxes in the last 5 years. Or jehda council usually will go ahead and decide what they're going to bring forward, and they've already approved another 15%. Okay. In the next 5 years. And with the situation that it is, we're already strapped, and a lot of people are looking at 30% is a lot of money to go out of your pocket within 10 years.
Right. So एक और मुद्दा तुसी कही और मदर ऑफ 3 ते अर्जन भुल्लर दे जड़ा कि पूरा अंतरराष्ट्रीय पद्धर ते कम्युनिटी दा कैनेडा दा नाम रोशन कीता, बड़ा मान है सानू। एक मेजर ट्रेंड जो असी आज देख रहे हैं कि साडे बच्चे जड़े ने वो असी उन्होंने सही कई बारी ना मैं जे कहां असी उन्होंने सही परवरिश नहीं कर सक रहे, या कोई एनवायरनमेंट ऐसा बनता जा रहा है जिसके ड्रग्स गैंग्स वायलेंस ये बड़ा भरपूर होता जा रहा है। सो एज अ मदर एंड ऑल्सो सक्सैसफुल मदर ऑफ अ सक्सैसफुल बच्चा जो है उसका तुसी की फील करते हो कि तुसी की योगदान पा सकते हो, किवें काउंसिल विच आके तुसी कुछ योगदान पाओगे?
हाँ जी, जिहड़ा तां हैगा वा भी first of all thank you for the community to contribute to Arjun's success as well. Karke it goes back to the community is a big contributor. But I think that one of the things that you have to keep in focus is that children don't just learn what you teach them. Children will watch quietly and slowly over time what your qualities are, and how you live your life is what they will adapt into their own life. So when you look at me stepping into the chair of a council, many times people ask me, why are you now running for politics? Personally, it would have been a great thing if someone had stepped forward. As you know, 60% apne jehde hage community they member in Richmond are from Asian descent. And in Richmond in particular, we used to have about 15,000 Indo-Canadian or South Asian votes. It's come down to about 5,000. Okay. And so when I look at that and I look at the diverse community that Richmond was and is, I felt that it's necessary for someone from our community to step forward, not just a South Asian, but also a female, and not only just a female, but to make sure that we're cranberry farmers, that someone who's here to protect the agricultural land reserve steps forward. I think that it's very, very important. And
you have 27 years of experience in customer service in Air Canada also, so definitely ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਜੋ expertise ਹੈ ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ civic politics ਵਿੱਚ ਜੇ ਕਾਮਯਾਬ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਓਗੇ। ਜਿੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਅਫੋਰਡੇਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਅੱਜ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਿਲ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਮੈਟਰੋ ਵੈਂਕੂਵਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਮਹਿੰਗਾਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਧ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਘਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ 'ਤੇ ਨਵੀਂ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਘਰ ਵੀ ਇਟਸ ਅ ਡਰੀਮ ਨਾਓ ਬੇਸਿਕਲੀ ਕਿ ਕੀ ਉਹ ਓਨ ਕਰ ਸਕਣਗੇ। ਸੋ ਹੋਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੁੱਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਇੰਟੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੇ ਆ, ਵੱਖਰੀ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਾਈਲੋਜ਼ 'ਚ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਜੇਕਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿੱਤ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਐਫਰਟ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾ ਸਕੀਏ, ਇੰਟੀਗ੍ਰੇਟ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਸਕੀਏ ਵਾਈਲ ਪ੍ਰੀਜ਼ਰਵਿੰਗ ਐਂਡ ਬੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਊਡ ਆਫ ਆਰ ਓਨ ਕਲਚਰ?
Definitely. I mean, that's always something that everyone is always working towards. And going back to the airport issue, what people don't understand is that the airport is a city within a city. It has 30,000 employees, 30,000 employees that work at the airport. And alongside me, when I look at some of these individuals, they have 2 or 3 or 4 languages, and they also have, you know, degrees, and they did the right thing. They did exactly what we decided that they should do in order to be successful in life. And unfortunately, the system failed them. And so when I'm looking at these individuals working side by side with me for $10 an hour, it is unfortunate, and I personally don't think that you know, the coalition or anyone that is on our slate would want to see this continue. About integration and about bringing that diversity of Richmond forward, I think it's only fair to say that we've got 6 incredible people standing for council. We've got 2 incumbents, Ken Johnston and Chuck Au. We've got Helen Kwan, myself, the 2 females. And then we've got Dan Baxter, a young father of a couple of children. And we've got Kirby Graham. He's a chief firefighter in Richmond. So we've got a representation of everyone. And everyone's interests are taken care of. And I think that's very, very important.
Wonderful, Ji. There's much to talk, but time is very limited. So towards the end, why should the people vote for you?
I think the people should vote for the right person that can represent them and bring up those tough issues when everyone else isn't able to. And for the Richmond Coalition, I think the key is that we've decided that we will pledge to only run for 2 civic elections consecutively, and we'll step aside. We'll step aside and allow someone else to come forward.
That's wonderful, Ji. Congratulations and best wishes.